Welcome back to another episode of the T.W.K. Ordinance Cast. I'm Ricardo, and today we're back with a Chuck and a guest appearance from the Gun Guns.
Hello, I'm back.
Wow, this guy is
You
good.
made it.
I made it.
So when did you get a new username, Ricky?
Huh?
You said you're the Ricardo. Where did that?
Oh, I just was gonna say my name, and then I said Ricardo just for the hell of it.
Wow. Okay, spicing it up. Okay.
I
Wow,
mean, if
wow,
they
wow.
don't know who I am by now, it's a little rough. To be honest.
Yeah, 'cause nobody like just tunes in randomly and hasn't ever seen it before or anything. That's
Yep.
never happened before. Classic.
They have other videos; they can figure it out.
Of course, of course. Nobody cares about that in the moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you gotta look in the past a little bit.
Yikers. Yikes. Alrighty then. Well, since we have Gunner back again, um, tell us about Walmart, dude. How's the Walmart life?
Walmart's been it's been pretty good. Had some crazy moments just with like management and stuff, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
Would you like to expand on that at all, or?
Yeah, I can expand on that. Yeah. So I had my first saw my first medical emergency. So my manager was he went into the bathroom and he some I guess he wasn't feeling well or something, and he like passed out in the bathroom. So an employee came in, saw him on the ground, and he was like unconscious and couldn't move. So like we had to call medical emergencies. Kind of scary, but he was all good. So, kind of crazy.
Wow, that was the management problems that we had.
Yeah, people were dying.
I don't.
You
That
had some
doesn't sound.
PTSD from that?
I guess we also had a management. A guy quit. Also, kind of like threw a big fit and threw some my boss, and then she got fired.
Nice, dude. That sounds really okay. We're done with that. Ice cream slinger. Dude, how
Oh.
goes the ice cream slinging and the start of senior year? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Uh, man, it's pretty. Ice cream's been the same as it always has been. It's an easy job, just people are gay. Um, School, kind of honestly the same deal. This year, I am like basically doing nothing, so I just kind of show up there for like 4 or 5 hours, just like rot in a chair for a while. So they're making some new rules for my senior year too. They're making it extra annoying to do anything. I can't go to the bathroom with my phone anymore. Like
What's like the reasoning behind that? What are we stopping by
they
stopping
haven't
the kids from
they
doing?
haven't really well. So I think one of my teachers was saying that it's to limit people just going to the bathroom just to go. Certainly, there's a big issue with people just going to the bathroom. Which yes, because people are just vaping in there. It's just how it is. And their thought on break on cutting that down is instead of like doing anything else, they're like, you guys can't have your phones when you go out now, because that's why we're sitting in the bathrooms for a long time during class
I
time.
thought you guys were selling drugs and shooting pornos in the bathrooms. I thought that was what was going on.
Yeah, that would be probably cooler.
Unlucky.
I have
That's
a question, Ricky.
What's up?
Has your school implemented the Yonder pouch yet?
Oh, I think I've heard of those. No, they
Yeah,
definitely
seen
have
those?
not. We still like get them during like school time, and so it's just like
Hey,
we're not
somebody
allowed
explain
to
what a
have
yonder
them.
pouch is for the
Okay,
boomer in the
okay.
room.
Okay, so the under pouches, these new little pouches that schools are getting, that each student gets this little pocket that it's almost like those tags on clothes. You have to have like a magnet to open it, and they're forcing kids to put their phones in those pouches while like during school time, and they don't get open except from like administration and stuff. So like it's basically locking up your phone for like the entire school day.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's terrifying. How
Yep.
come none of the children are just saying no?
I I'm know kind of little about how the schools have been after implementing that, so I don't really know. I mean, I still take my phone to the bathroom. I just walk out. But like, if I get caught with my phone out, like I will get in trouble or something, get written up for something. But like, man, I don't really care.
California schools sound crazy, dude.
California is the best place to live ever, totally.
The best place to live ever that there's ever been. Ever. Totally. Easily.
Me too.
Yikes, dude. Yonder YONDR. And it's a cell phone lock bag. That's crazy, dude. That's pretty cringe. Well, unfortunate. Fortunate, but you get to be done in 9 months or something, so just lock in, right, guys?
Yeah.
Lock in.
Or
Stay
as,
liquid.
or as Gunner would say, lock
Stay
in.
liquid. Whoa.
Yeah. No, Rick, he doesn't get to know because he doesn't play with us. He doesn't get to know
Okay,
our
okay.
cool thing, okay?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
We
good night.
invented this new cool thing, and you don't get to be part of it because you're not part of the 150. Only the 150 get to know.
Oh, the 150 of the players in the video game.
The 150, okay? Where the hold. It's not gonna drop below 150.
You're holding the line, huh?
It's not. We already dropped to 0 once, but it's fine. Okay.
Oh no.
Everything is cool. Everything is fine. Well, I guess that can lead us into the end of the beginning of the end, the middle of the beginning,
The early of the end.
or something. So, level 0 had a patch on the 6th. I have nicknamed this the curse patch, but I will give it a fair shake. Since Ricky probably doesn't know anything. Well, I guess you were in my stream a little bit, but I'm gonna read the highlights to you, and you're gonna tell me if you think all of these changes are going to bump the player base. Okay, add players, bring more players in, kill the player base, as in people will stop playing, or it won't do anything. Okay, are you ready? Are you excited? I'm
so
not.
excited and ready.
New experimental solo queue mode. Tell me.
Is that not just a different mode? Like, did they take apart a mode to make that the solo mode?
Yep. So the regular game, as I have decided, okay, it is 1v 9 v 2 v p. Okay, that's everybody got that down. Okay, so there are 9 other players at any given time, because there can be 12 and it's squads of 3. Okay, then there are 2 aliens, so that's the 2, and then there's or why did I say P? It would be E. Holy autism. PVE, sorry. So E is the environment. So 1v9 v2 VE. Okay, that's what the regular server is. And I guess you could do like 3v9 instead of 1v9. But yeah, so they took solo mode, okay? And it is now 1v9 v1 VE. So instead of you having a squad in with you, you are alone, and there are 9 other solo players, so 10 total. So we cut the player count down by 2. It's probably already too low at 12, just for the record. There's only 1 alien now instead of 2. It's frustrating.
Did they buff the alien to balance that at all?
So 99% of
nerfed
the
the
community said that this was a buff. I'm going to read it to you, and you're going to tell me if you think this is a buff, okay? Are you excited? I hope that you're excited.
Oh, Lord.
Egg traps can now be placed near mercs. There was like a 3-foot radius where you couldn't put the egg like right on their feet. Now you can place it right underneath them. But
So like you could use it as
but
offensive.
it takes 3 seconds to activate before it can be triggered.
So it just doesn't matter at all anyway.
And everyone said collectively that that was a buff, and we were happy that the devs were okay with, what's the term? Offensive egging. That's what we were calling it. Offensive egging.
That's such a fun term.
What do you think? Buff or nerf? or irrelevant?
It's just so irrelevant. I feel like.
I think
Like,
it's a straight nerf.
well, yeah, honestly, yeah. Now that I think about it, it's a nerf because they just made it in general. It takes a setup time now.
3 seconds is nuts, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty. Wow.
Okay. Okay, sorry, wait, we're skipping ahead. Okay, so we added solo mode. So what? I guess let's just a lot of other games ask for stuff like this, right? Especially extraction shooters, or like Apex or Fortnite. Everybody's always yapping about how they want a solo mode so that there aren't squads, right? That's like super common. I can't think of any games that have done it. You guys are Apexers. Does Apex have a solo mode where it's just
I don't-
solos?
They have a mode they sometimes bring it out.
It was like a limited mode that they would bring out for to appease the people for like a month.
Interesting, but not something that we ran constantly.
No, it
So that's a
wasn't, like,
triple A
consistent.
title, effectively, that is actively running that, and they have decided that it sucks so hard they don't run it all year round. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder why they do that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, are you ready for this next change? Here we go. Fill mode in squad play is temporarily removed. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it one more time to let that sink in. Fill mode from squad play is removed. So if you want to play the game with not by yourself, suck my nuts. You can't, idiot.
Wow.
And then the final nail in the coffin for this patch for me. Well, hang on. There's one more after this, so second to last nail. Added 30% XP bonus for aliens and humans as the weekend event. Our player base has sub 300 players. For the first 2 weeks that our game was out, we did really awesome interactive events. The second event we ran is pretty inarguably the best event we've ever seen in a video game. And now we are doing no event.
Is this game owned by EA possibly? There has
Okay,
to
next
be.
change. You have to link your Steam account with a PSA. Just kidding. Okay.
Sick.
Now this is the actual final nail in the coffin. Merc changes. Replace nailgun with Fox 5 pistol in the starting kit. So nailgun was removed for the whole weekend. Couldn't buy him, couldn't find him, couldn't buy ammo, couldn't buy pieces for him. And the new starting pistol, or the new starting weapon, was the Fox 5, which is a 3-shot headshot with no RPM cap, I would like to point out. I have an infinite number of clips of me completely destroying people. Well, I mean, I just did it on stream right before this. Like, I killed 2 guys with the RD-707 in the hallway, and because I can just triple headshot them from so far away. It's really autistic. Worst change we've ever seen. Okay. Okay, so that's the patch pretty much. We had a couple other irrelevant things. Melee weapons don't full insta-kill you. They knock you down now. It's just like, to me, that's like a bug that we fixed, not anything super big and important. And then on Sunday, they added the nail gun back to the game. You can now buy it from the trader. Fox 5 is still the free gun that you get with the starting kit. And then I'll read this last part. So let's break that off and we'll chew on that, and then we'll cover this last part. So what do you think, Ricky? All cards on the table. L patch, W patch, mid patch.
Terrible hand.
Terrible hand. Why is
We
that?
fold.
Tell me why. What's your reasoning?
I feel like they just are hurting the community, that the little community they already had, by making it a solo only. They would have been better if there's really that many people that wanted solo mode. It should be a separate mode that doesn't take over like a fill or anything. Like, it should just be a mode for
Yeah.
people.
Okay. I think everybody's very aware of my stances on the patch and all these changes. I was specifically told a few times that I was a spicy boy for some of my takes. So I'm gonna play the other side here, okay? You guys are gonna argue against me. I'm gonna say
Devil's advocate.
I'm gonna say the rebuttals that I heard from other people. Okay, so we'll just start at the top. So solo queue only mode. I'm not even be able to say it with a straight face, dude. Okay, I know tons of people that aren't playing the game because there's not a solo only mode. Break that one down.
What?
I know tons of people who aren't playing the game because there's not a solo only mode. So they're
Okay,
gonna
where
add
are
it back, and tons of people are gonna come play, dude.
If you
Where are
know the
they?
people,
What do
why
you
don't
mean?
we
What do
stack
you
with
mean? Where
them?
are they? Where we don't have the patch yet. Okay, they're gonna come play when
When?
the patch hits. We're pretending like we didn't have it already. They're all gonna come play, dude.
I
No
have all
other
these friends
game.
that want to play by themselves, but I can't find a stack of people to play with. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's gonna split the player
No
base.
other
in,
no other
uh,
game's ever done this because devs are too stupid to implement it, you guys. So it's personally it's gonna add tons of players. It's gonna bring so many new players to the game. What do you guys
Yeah,
think
they're gonna be
about
like,
that?
oh my gosh, solo mode! I can play by myself now. Let's go.
Okay.
I hate it here. I hate it.
So we had 250 players on Friday last week before the patch dropped. We are now Tuesday the following week. We are at 159 current players. So it did not, in fact, bring more players. We didn't even beat the peak from last weekend. There are factually less players in the video game. So that's pretty sick. Okay, next one.
Well, I know people that are they're waiting to come and play the game for the solo mode.
Next weekend.
Maybe
Next
yeah,
week.
they were all busy. All of them were busy this weekend.
They had work.
The 2,000 players I know who were waiting for, they were all busy this weekend. So like somebody's mom died, and then I think there was like a pot of flowers that got spilled. I think there was like a war or something.
I think they're like playing COD right now.
Yep. Nobody argued with me that the weekend event was not bad. We were all pretty in agreement that that was trash. Film mode, nobody argued with me either because it's temporarily, and obviously their aim is to push people into the solo mode to get feedback for it, obviously. So nobody argued with me on those ones. Okay, replacing the nail gun with the Fox 5. Okay, here's the argument that I heard for this one. No other extraction shooter has done something like this, where the starting kit, the free stuff that you get, evolves as the wipe evolves, so that the people using the free stuff have a chance against the people that are at the end of the wipe with them wipe gear.
What?
Wow, that's a really good change.
You actually think that's a good
Can I
change,
say
Gun
skill
Guy?
issue? Is
No,
that
it's
something I
not.
could say?
You can absolutely say skill issue. That was my
extraction shooters like kind of meant to be hard, and like the whole point of extraction shooters to me is like, oh, I go and lose my kit, not always in like a fair fight, but if I lose it, like it's the reality of the game. It's supposed to be a kick in the nuts, and it has to be.
yeah,
a
but
kick
I
in the
just want to
nuts
be
if you
able to
want.
enjoy the game sometimes.
Go play Call of Duty, please.
Yeah, but shouldn't I just be allowed to enjoy this game sometimes? I just want to be able to enjoy the game sometimes.
The point of the extraction shooter is to go in with like not that much and come out with more than you came in with. That's the whole point of the extraction shooter. That's why.
Well,
you
you're
have to
just a
start from the
despicable
bottom.
human being then, respectfully.
Oh, okay. Good night.
That was the response that I got when I said exactly your argument. Skill issue. Skill issue.
I mean, why is there other extraction shooters that work that don't do that?
Because all devs are stupid.
I haven't.
All the
seen an
other
extraction
devs
shooter with a
ever are
starting
stupid.
kit, too. That's like the first like little handheld I see. Like, I feel like everything else you have to just go like if you don't have the rubles, hatchet run, buddy.
Yeah, I haven't
Like,
played many other extraction shooters, but the few that I've seen, yeah, when you get down bad, there's nothing. Like you have a scav kit in Tarkov.
Yeah, like
Gray zone, you
like,
don't get anything free. You go in with your fists.
yeah.
That's it. I haven't played any other extraction. Marauders, you
DM
went in with your fist. If you got down bad, it was GG, bro.
DMZ, once you lost the whatever gun you made, you lost it for like a day. So like you could go in with nothing. Like that's the point of an extraction shooter.
Yeah, so I said this to Nick last night when we were talking about this. I'm not entirely opposed to the free kit evolving with the wipe. Like, I personally wouldn't. I think again, it's a skill
What if
issue.
the nail gun evolved and got like attachment
So
to it?
like,
Yeah,
what
spawns
I
in with
would be down
attachments.
for would be like start of the wipe. Nail gun has standard nails, and like 3 weeks in it gets aluminum nails, and then like 4 weeks in it gets steel nails. Like that would be something that I would see as acceptable, like a very minor step up. Um, Giving the Fox 5 with 9mm that 3-shot headshots, like it's the same as running the MPX or something. The Fox 5 is crazy good. Pistols are always good in games like this.
I feel
That's like the
like
point.
I
Giving
feel
that
like
to everybody for free is so nuts, man.
in this game where you don't like most other extraction shooters, you have an armor system, and with a game that doesn't, I feel like the guns matter a lot less when you're fighting up. Like if you're fighting like against someone that's better kit than you, like you if I headshot you, it's doing the same damage no matter what, regardless of who you are. You know, like I feel like it just doesn't really make sense to increase the kit just because of the fact that there's no armor. Like there's no late wipe that makes the person naturally stronger. Like
Yeah, you can't ever get stronger because there's no airframe or Zuck that you can win. The
yeah,
best you can do is like my gun can kill you slightly faster.
that's why it doesn't make sense to me. Like you're giving people a pistol now that can kill those late wipe people that put the time in 3 shots. It's just like I feel like they're going the wrong way with it.
Yeah, agreed. Full agreed. But it sparked a fun conversation that we're gonna have in a moment.
Aw.
So put a pin in that one. Okay, what else we got? All the other merc changes were fine. It was like we fixed some improvement. Okay, you know what? I'll say this because I've been real down bad on the patch. They said improved the movement for mercs. We identified we were able to fix character twitches that would happen when going in and out of sprint or suddenly stopping. That was like absolutely a problem, and my guy felt slightly buggy, and he definitely feels better. So I'll give him that. Okay, that's it.
But I found a way to get speed hacks.
Yeah, Gunner started cheating the whole weekend, bro.
No,
He
no.
would cut his movement speed by 400%, and then the next raid he'd like double it by 800%. So he was either really fast or really slow, and I don't understand why he was doing that. But Gunner's cheating. His name in game is T.W.K. space Marine King. So if anybody wants to report him,
No,
go ahead.
I didn't do that. It,
I
it
think
just happened on accident.
I think the egg trap is a straight nerf. I think there's no other way to look at that. So pretty cringe. Phil Q really sucks that it's gone for so long. Like I think at the very least they should have brought back by like Monday, but the game just feels so dead right now. Okay, the end of this patch notes are a much bigger
about
patch
the
is
aliens?
coming next week. We'll update you early next week on what is coming. Ricky, tell me what early in the week is for you. What days
By
count as
Tuesday,
dang, bro?
maybe mid Wednesday.
Checks watch. Today's Tuesday. No new patch notes.
Because theoretically, if you want to break the week in half, when Wednesday's the middle, you got till halfway through Wednesday, my buddy.
That's pretty brutal. They did tease a picture of the box of ammo for 45 ACP, so we're gonna get that,
American.
I guess. It's probably just gonna be the 1911, which is really sad, but oh well. Yeah, so no new update. I definitely consider Wednesday to be the middle of the week, not the early part of the week. That seems pretty whack to me, but whatever. That's just like something that I'm picking at because I'm a dickhead. So, okay, we're gonna go back to
There's also, can I say one thing?
yeah, go for it.
There's also just like no alien.
Well, we're not done yet.
Okay, we can
We're
talk about
not
that.
done yet. Yeah, we're gonna talk more in depth about solo only mode here in a second. But the conversation specifically that I had, where I had lots of little sweaty farts get super mad at me, was the conversation around like I want to be able to enjoy the game. Shouldn't I be allowed to enjoy the game? And my answer was just straight no. If you're not good enough, we shouldn't cater to you being bad and refusing to get better, like refusing to play the game and get the skill necessary to beat trios or beat duos or beat both the aliens or hold hotkeys in your hotbar. Flares in your hotbar. That was a sentence. So then it just kind of spiraled into like, should we make games easier for noobs? What do we think?
No.
Nope.
Why not?
The fullest extent that I feel like you should do is like newcomer servers. Like, if you've only got this much time or
Like
this level, we're
Ground
all
Zero level
understanding.
15? That's the only place newbies can
Yeah,
go?
that's the only, like, to an extent that I feel like that's the furthest you could go with that argument. I feel like anything further, like you're ruining the game curve. Like, the whole point of every game is that there's a learning curve with it, and like you have to play and get better at it to go further and do better. And if you eliminate that, then we are just playing Call of Duty mindlessly, running around in lobbies.
Interesting.
Like,
Good point. Good
Yeah,
points
if
that
you
we
wanted
made, Jim.
to just enjoy a game, go play some Valorant or something.
ARAM was what I threw out there. I said go play some ARAM.
ARAM.
Valorant,
Nice.
Swift.
Go play some ARAM, dog.
Yeah, some
Okay.
Swift playing.
Interesting.
Some Mongoloids in there.
Meet,
That's
meet
that's
some new people.
that's pretty much what I said too. I said like as developers, as community members, as streamers, as players, none of us should be advocating for the world where everything is easy. Like we were kind of making fun of a named individual that we play with recently who like we had a couple raids and he was like, "Man, I just can't get out of a raid today. I just keep dying." And like the next raid was
Sometimes it'd be like
super
that.
dead. There were no players. Well, he was the only one who was dying. But the next raid there were no players at all. And we're like at the elevator getting ready to leave and he's like, "Man, it's really boring. There's no PvP." And I was just like,
You see, like, those. That's why I kind of stopped playing. I felt there's so many raids where like I would just walk around and I'd grab like the 3 pieces of loot in like the entire map, and then maybe fight the little robot turrets, and like, yeah,
the raids are like full loaded with players. We'll get to it now. We'll get to it. But anyway, so like that was like just something funny that I heard him say was like so you can't live when there are players, but you're mad when there are. Like nothing's going to make you happy. You want like this weird balance of like you want real lobbies sometimes, but one in every 5
everyone
games
just
you
wants
want a
to
free
win, but they
lobby.
don't wanna
Yeah.
put themselves in a spot to win.
That's so
They
toxic.
just want it.
Kill me.
They want their participation trophy to be the gold medal.
But yeah, but what I said was like as community members, regardless of what you are in that diagram, player, dev, streamer, whatever, like we should all be advocating and fighting for and pushing toward the world where we want the ideal raid, right? Like that's something that we talk about in Tarkov a lot. It's like we want the ideal raid. Like we want you to spawn into level 0. We want you to fight some players, then maybe fight some aliens and then like get some loot and die, or maybe you do some contract hunting and then you like scrape out to the elevator and leave. We don't want to make a game where there are no aliens or there are 9 other rats that don't move or there's no PvP at all, right? Like we shouldn't ever be developing to make the game easier. We should always be developing to make the ideal raid, to make the ideal experience of the game rather than catering toward the community members that are the loudest that cry. So, all right, big puggers. Solo only mode. Let's just get some thoughts, not just on this game, but for everything. Like we talked about it in Tarkov a lot, and we kind of added it with PvE. Or like you guys played
That's what that
Apex.
was.
You guys ever played the solo only mode? Give us your thoughts. I was led to believe that no other game ever has ever done this, which it did sound like bullcrap to me at the time. I just didn't know. But
I
let's get some
I'm
thoughts on solo
I'm
only
not
mode.
necessarily against it in a sense. Like I just don't agree with taking parts like of the game and just taking it out for this solo mode. Like you could have it as another game mode for the people that only want to play solo. Because I do like playing solo and running into a 5-man does kind of suck. Like there isn't a whole lot you could do unless you're like cracked at Fortnite. But it's also the game, so like maybe get good. But if you really do want to play solo, just make it a game mode and not take out things
They
that
didn't take
make
anything
the
out.
game.
I
They
guess they
made it
cut
to where you
one
can't
alien
fill.
out of it, but oh
But
well,
you
that's
can't
like
fill.
that's gonna come back though. Like exclude the fill thing. Like that's just a poor choice that they made. Like they
Okay.
didn't change
If
anything with the solo queue. Like we're gonna get fill back for sure. So like just
if
solo queue by itself. Don't like consider anything else. But so
I
like
don't
okay, I guess that highlights like why I think this is such an L patch because it all hit at the same time, right? If any of it was like singular, then it would be like, oh, okay, we're testing stuff. But it's like, wow, our game is grasping for air, and you did all of this at the same time, and it just, as you can see, it cut the player base in half. But who could have predicted that? Not me for 4 days beforehand. But anyway, back to solo only mode. Ricky doesn't have anything inherently wrong or against solo mode. He thinks it's fine.
I think it's fine if your player base can support it. Like if you have like a good like 10,000 players or like like a consistent player base, I think it's fine. I think it's okay to cater to the if like the audience is like big enough that like want to sell only
The
mode.
people that suck and don't want to run into 3-mans anymore. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, if it's not gonna hurt your game.
let me ask you a question. When we watch other streamers play games like Landmark or something, like do you think that it's the most fun watching him when he runs into like 5 different solo players, or do you think it's fun when he runs into 3 groups and kills them all? Like what do you think's more fun for
Three
the viewer to
groups.
watch? That's
Three groups.
that's an interesting interesting. Hmm. Do you think that you're gonna get better at the game if you are running into 5 solo people every game, or if 1 in 10 times that you run into groups, you actually kill them all? Which one do you think's gonna get you better at the game?
The groups.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a very interesting point you made there. Hmm.
I mean, hey, I had my first 1v2 today and I won.
Wow, this guy's good. I think solo
that was
only
pretty cool.
mode.
That felt really good because you've
It
been
did.
playing for
It
so
does feel
long
really
and
good.
you've been working towards it and you've been working on getting better at that game until you could do that.
Wow, that's crazy. Part of the last 150. I think solo only mode is only detrimental always, unless your vision as the dev team is for there to never be any groups and it's supposed to be a solo experience. Or it's like an esports that doesn't really work outside of a 1v1 like StarCraft. I think any form of solo only mode, especially in extraction shooters, is just like such a brain dead idea. And I think you're truly just catering to people that aren't good enough and refuse. Like the most important thing is they refuse to get better, and giving them solo only mode is allowing them to do that, right?
I think the reason I care a little less about like the fact because like you
It's
care a
because
little
you're
bit
not
about
part
like
of
the
the
community.
150. That's
Yeah.
why.
Well, yeah, it's because I'm not gonna go play solo, so like I don't have to deal with all those players anyway.
Well, me
So, like,
either.
I'm not gonna have to touch them.
I haven't even touched that worthless game mode, and I won't. I won't do it.
That's why I don't really like mind it. Like the people that want to play it, go play it and go have an easier time. Go whatever. Like, all right,
I think
just let me play my game.
I think it's fine as well if we have a healthy player base. It's kind of like ARAM. Like I would not want that in the game if we had 150 people, because it's gonna split the player base, and we need everybody we can get in the same spot. But I think if we have a healthy player base, it's kind of whatever. But like overall, I think it's. I feel the same way about that I do abortion. I don't like it, and I don't think it should exist. But I'm okay with it being legal because I don't want to take anybody's choice away. So, nice.
Also,
too. Slip some
maybe-
politics in there.
Maybe this is a bad take, but I think the perks that they've given the solo players are like crack. and you could like do some pretty cool combos with all the perks. Like the passive heal, you just instantly heal to 100, and then like you could run
Not instantly. It's
methamphetamines.
one heal
Well,
every
not
second.
yeah,
It's not nearly
yes.
as OP as you just made it sound.
But
Holy
well,
balls.
combine it with fast metabolism, and then it's 66% incoming healing.
Wow, that's like 2 half a second. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, and then put methamphetamines on, then put cold blooded, so they can't see your heartbeat, so you can still have the benefits of methamphetamines.
And between those 4 perks, you have now excluded a runner out of your the 4 that you can bring. So you've just completely and utterly handicapped yourself. Classic gun.
No, oh, I just think. Well, I
Miss the
guess
forest for the trees.
Maybe instead of cold blooded, we put runner in there.
Yeah.
Well, if
Well,
I
the
guess-
key-
if
the-
you're running meth, you could. That's kind of like the acceptance, you know.
Well,
like,
the
if you're running
key is
meth, you
that
wanna go
cold-blooded
for it.
makes it so that the aliens can't see you permanently and like hunt you. So it's kind of like a double. You take one or the other, or you don't take one or the other. You either take both or none, unless you're in a group.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think they clearly gave the perks some like extra help for solo players, no doubt. But like, was that a smart choice? I think not. But that shows you that like they were always planning on implementing a solo only mode, and there's nothing anyone could have done to stop them. So if the game does die, it was their fault and they had it planned from the beginning. Is pretty much the end of that. While we're on the topic of solo mode, we will go ahead and talk about our experience with solo only mode. I have 160 something raids since the patch. I have sub 20 games where there were at least one alien actively playing the game. And then sub 10 of those raids were there 2 aliens playing the game all the way to the end. And then 6 or 7 of those raids were other streamers playing the game, so not regular people at all. So the 140, 150 raids that I played were almost exclusively merc-only lobbies where there are no aliens, and that's what solo mode did. So most of the alien mains are just solo players, right? And they're just like queuing in, and they just get to fill with the other alien that the game finds them. And like that was most of our aliens for most games. And all those people are just playing solo mode because the alien it has rock paper scissors against one alien v one mercenary is rock paper scissors, right? The glow stick permanently wins, the flare permanently wins, but then spit puts out flare, and if I scream you while you have anything other than a flare or glow stick out, you just die for free 100% of the time, right? So like it's significantly easier to play the game as an alien and like win in solo only mode. So naturally that's where well over 90% of the player base went. So like I said, 160 raids on the patch, easily 140 of those, not a single alien. Just completely dead on aliens. What I will say is that we saw very few solos and very few duos in squad only mode, and probably like 120 of the 160 raids that we played were full to the brim lobbies of players. More often than not, it is all 12 players are in the lobby. So like that makes me wonder if there were a lot of solos before that are just kind of routing it out. We could like never find them. But yeah, so we mostly ran into squads, so like that was cool. Like we got more PvP this weekend than any other time playing the game. The downside was there were 0 aliens, and that was like really frustrating. And
that's because all the squads didn't die to the.
It was so bad that, like I streamed V Rising one night. Like I stopped playing this game. Like it was so. If I want to play Merc only mode, I'm gonna go play Tarkov Arena. Like that's not what I'm here for. So. Yeah. Secretly, we got Merc only mode early, which is big poggers. Okay. We kind of talked about evolving wipes into the ground a little bit, so. Okay, that's all I got for level 0. You got any last words you want to say about it, Mr. Gun? Want to give us your experience?
Come play level 0. Don't let the game die. We love the game.
Whoa. He's a shill. He's a dog howl shill. Whoa.
What?
How much are they paying you to say that?
None. I just like the
Yeah, come join the
follow it.
150.
and be
join
part of the
one-
150.
For the 150. Anything else anybody wants to say? Ricky, are you gonna come play with us or?
No.
Chuck's the blue goblin.
Well, so we're not there yet, but that's okay. You know what? Defend your take. Actually, I'm gonna make you. Why is Chuck a Luke Goblin?
No, it was a joke, Chuck.
Okay.
I don't think you're the goblin.
Pussy. Hey, dude. Next. Well, I'm gonna take over then. We're gonna talk
I was
about.
excited for that take.
Yeah, well-
I thought that Gungan had a
He
little
just
bit of
takes
anger
all the loot
towards
crate
it.
loot, you know, and I just can't get any of it.
Yeah, well, Gunner's just kind of scared always of everything all the time, so.
Hey.
It's a bit unlucky if you ask me. All right. Dude, how'd you guys break my Google Doc? It's stuck. Oh my goodness, I hate this
hacked into
game.
the mainframe. Sorry.
Okay, well, since you guys are kind of boring, we're gonna talk about my streaming career since nobody has anything else going on and nobody put anything on the Google Doc besides
I did.
Dr. Disrespect Returns, which we're not gonna talk about. I understand that you want to advocate for your pedophile buddies, but
No.
I'm
No.
not.
That's a good one.
I'm not.
I'm not in it. I think all the pedophiles should die.
But he won in the court case.
If it was legal to go around and murder pedophiles, that's what I would be doing with my life. I would be killing them myself with my bare hands if it were legal. So we're not going to talk about the pedophiles and them trying to backtrack. That is hilarious that is what Gunnar picked, though.
What?
Okay.
I thought you'd like that one.
Dude, in case you didn't know, Ricky, I'm a bit of a big deal these days. Okay, so you have to respect me. You know, I have a following on Twitch.
Oh God.
Okay, I passed Slidey in followers on Twitter, so I'm kind of a big deal.
On Twitter, you use Twitter? Like you post on Twitter?
Every day, multiple times. Yeah,
Shoot.
every day for the last 2 weeks. Every day I tweet at the devs for level 0, and I say, "Don't do this. Add Phil Q back." Every day I'm harassing them. Yeah, dude, that's pretty toxic that you don't support any of your. Don't worry, I'll remember you, Isaac. I'll remember you. But anyway, I'm kind of a big deal, Ricky. Pretty much, in case you didn't know.
Which account? I see 2 accounts. Is it the one that says 69640 or is it
Probably not
Upchuck?
that one, dude. What kind of a question is that?
They both have the TWK tag. I'm sorry.
Did you just click on like the Twitter and my link on Twitch or what?
No, I just went to Twitter and
Are you
searched up
not
Upchuck
even
and
watching me
Rhino.
on Twitch right now? You're not even being a good friend.
I
Holy
am
balls,
literally
bro.
here.
If you just go to
He just
Twitch and
pulled
click the Twitter link, dog, that'll hook you up, I think. I hear. Ban that guy. Cadillac TV, ban him.
Banning. I'm timing him out.
Anyway, or let's have a yap about the community here. I have been banning people left, right, and center. When they join and they say super brain dead stuff. Zach and I, we have a new joke. When we were playing V Rising, somebody pulled up, and he was like, "First time playing? Is this your first time playing V Rising?" And I was like, "Oh no, I've actually killed Dracula like 3 times, so I've probably played the game more than you." And then he just like left because he couldn't, like teach me how to play the game. So I banned that guy. He wasn't even there. Like he dipped. He'd probably never come back. But like I just preemptively banned him. Or like the kid,
Stream sniper.
and another streamer who shall remain nameless, that I got into the argument about making the game easier in solo only mode. Who exactly what I just did to you, Ricky? Like he just randomly was like, "Well, then you're a despicable person." Respectfully.
Respectfully.
I preemptively banned that guy from my chat too. I've just been banning people left, right, and center. And I feel no remorse because I'm not Gunner. And I have decided that I'm not gonna live in Tarkov hell like Jesse Kazam. And like the community that I built is gonna be full of more
Yeah, it's-
than average competent people. If you type something stupid, I'm just gonna straight ban you, no hesitation in any way, shape, or form. And I wanted to get you guys' take on that. What do we think?
That's
I feel like it just requires more context, like per use case. To be honest,
Of course.
you should make a rules page so
wow,
they
Wow. Yeah. Say
so many people are gonna look at that.
say the next brain dead idea about how on screen I should add a little thing that says
You
we
need
have
to have a
112 out
tab
of
on the-
115 followers. Just 3 more, guys, and then I'll take my
think we need
feet
to
out.
Scrap the webcam, and that just needs to be like
Scrap
a little
the
corner
webcam.
for your rules of your chat.
Just the
I think.
rules page, and it's just
no.
one.
When you
Don't
go to
be
like
a
type in your
dickhead.
chat, be like it'd be like the rules.
Yeah. Okay. I'm really glad Gunnar brought this up, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm only gonna say it once, and Zach's gonna clip it. And we're gonna make it a new stream elements command. So get ready with the clip button, Zach. Okay. Gunnar just told me that I need to add some autistic little retarded thing that all the other streamers do. We're not doing any of that garbage, okay? We're not going to add a rules page. We're not going to make you follow the chat. We're not going to add a little follower goal. We're not ever going to have a sub goal. We're not going to have any of that cancer because I'm not a shill and I'm not going to live in streamer hell, okay? This channel is going to be about watching for the content, for the gameplay, and everything else that we perform. There's never going to be any of this cushy garbage on the side that all of these mainstream, super toxic wannabe streamers have all over everywhere. We're never going to do that because I'm not a sellout. It's never going to happen. Clip it.
I don't think it's
Clips.
happening personally.
Good take, Chuck.
Wow, dude, that's the guy who asked the question. Who was like, "You should do this," and he goes, "Good
You
take,
just
good
spent
take,
The last like 3 minutes
Good
shitting on
take.
his idea.
good take, Chuck. Nice job. Wow, that was pretty cringe, Gunner. Do you see how bad that looks now? Shoot, another weekly highlight that I forgot to say was we caught Gunner red-handed cheating. Then he admitted to cheating even more last week. Ricky, I don't know if you saw,
What?
but you should probably watch
What?
some of the VODs in the Twitch stream on that last court trial we had with Gunner. Just saying.
Court trial.
It was pretty good. So anyway, holy fuck, dude, I completely screwed up my browser. My Google Drive is full screen on this monitor and I can't make it go away. Does anybody know how to fix that, dude? Help.
Sorry, I was reading what?
SOS, dude. Somebody help me. Okay, anyway. Well, I think we have time for exactly one story. Before we say goodbye forever here. So
Forever.
I'm going to pick that Gunner tells the story of the Walmart bathroom. You need
I
to
just-
spill the beans.
I did.
Ah.
That's what I told you this at the beginning of the podcast.
That was the story about the Walmart employee bathroom.
That was
Yeah,
all of it.
you passed
We're
out in
gonna
the
have a whole
bathroom.
segment on your like 5-minute
Okay.
little.
Okay, let's just relax,
Like
Gunner.
the ambulance came.
Okay, relax. Gunner, is there
Woo-woo.
a Walmart employee bathroom
Yes.
that's employee only?
Oh. No.
What did an employee bathroom mean to you?
Yeah, what did an employee bathroom mean to you?
I don't know. I thought it was just meant like employee in the bathroom. That
Employee bathroom meant that an employee was in the bathroom to you.
Notice how when you wanted to describe that, you added a little word in between there.
Why is he like this? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna ask one more time because we didn't get a clear answer. Is there an employee-only bathroom at Walmart?
nope.
Okay, everyone on Reddit disagrees with you, so I'm gonna give you one
Alright.
chance to come clean.
There's an employee bathroom.
Is there? I wouldn't even put it past him that he doesn't know.
You need to ask your manager. You text your manager right now. Call her.
Everybody on Reddit is telling me that there is an employee-only bathroom and that shenanigans happen in the employee bathroom. Gun.
Really?
How do you not know, bro?
I didn't know we have one. Dang. I should try and find it.
He hasn't been indoctrinated to Walmart yet.
Dude, I bet he actually just doesn't even know. Like, for real, he probably doesn't even.
I don't know, the
Hurts.
Walmart here, where I
Don't dox
live,
yourself.
pretty weird. Wasn't built very well, so
Whoa,
I
are
wouldn't
you?
be
Gun
Whoa,
gun,
whoa,
gun gun.
whoa! Are you
You have
dogging on the
homework.
construction workers right now?
Yeah, dude.
What do you mean
It's
it's
not
not
my
built
fault.
very
It's the
well?
other people.
What do you mean it's not built very well? What is that?
The checkouts were not like built very well. It was
What
just
did
it's
you
just a
mean by
complete
that? You
mess.
just said the same thing.
Yeah, what does that mean? The checkouts aren't built very well.
The layout, like the way they like.
Well, okay, you just backtracked.
So the layout
How?
of the
Wait. How is a checkout not built well?
Well, like well, yeah, it's just like it's so like they didn't think about how customers were gonna get in and out, and like how like the flow of traffic.
And
So
so it,
So you're-
checkout is built poorly if customers
Yes.
can't get in and out of it.
yes, and that makes the lines really long, and we don't have enough registers or checkouts to handle all the people that come in. So
Do you not have a self checkout lane?
we do, but it's not.
So your Walmart has a poor layout, not poorly built.
Yeah, when
Poorly
you
built.
say poorly built,
What?
that tells me that like the structural integrity
Yeah, like
is
the
not
roof
up
is
to par.
falling down.
Well, the
like,
layout,
the doors
not
aren't
up
there.
to
Okay, so what I
So
would
what I s-
say was that it's poorly designed. See how that's way
Okay.
different?
Design.
That's kind of
Yeah.
whack, bro. And maybe
That
they
was a
forgot to
cool intro.
design the employee bathroom at that Walmart too, huh, guys?
It was built poorly, so we.
It's
forgot
either
the
that-
bathroom.
I'll do some digging and I'll find it.
It's either that or all the shenanigans that I hear about them like graping each other and doing like heroin in the bathroom. Like it's all true, and they don't let Gunner in on it because they know that he'll tell
That's
on
what I'm
them.
thinking. Yeah,
I
that's
bet
what
they're
I'm thinking.
actively keeping it from him. He's gonna
Are you
find
still
it.
just a greeter, Gun Gun?
Yeah.
That okay? It adds up.
Dude, he's gonna find this employee
He barely
bathroom,
walks into the Walmart.
and he's gonna be like, guys, is this an employee bathroom? And they're like, oh no, like I think that's closed
That's the
for
secret.
construction. You can't be
that's
over
the
there.
boss's room. Yeah, we're really poorly built. You can't go over there.
We're
It's gonna
poorly
fall.
built. Yeah, this Walmart's poorly built in that area, so you cannot go over there without a hot hat. Did you
Structurally,
bring your
it's not
hot hat to
there.
work? Oh man, guess you can't go over there today. Suck my nuts.
That's
Yikes!
crazy.
Gunnar, you were supposed
to
to
find
fill
that.
like 10 minutes of content here, and you really let us down. So
What? I'm filling content right now. What do you mean?
really let us down on that one.
Here, look. I'll go find this hidden employee bathroom, and I'll let you know what's going on in there. I'll tell you how it works. You know, I'll test it.
Interesting.
Oh, he's gonna test it.
Wow, this guy's good. When's your next shift, bro?
Wednesday.
So
So tomorrow? Why did you
Yeah.
say it so
Why
weird?
did you just? No, why did you say what tomorrow?
I don't know,
Why
I
are you
feel like
such
saying
a weird
Wednesday.
dude, man?
Wednesday, my dude.
Better be honest. Do you think you have a mental disability?
I
Be
don't.
honest.
Mm-mm.
No, I said, do you think you have a mental disability?
I don't think I do.
You said very like authoritatively, I don't. But you don't think
Yeah.
so?
Mm-mm.
What do you think? Like what makes you think that?
It's I don't know. I just don't think I do.
Just don't think you have one, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, interesting. Big Pog. Okay, well, gonna really let us down there. So we're gonna kick it to Ricky. Do you got any fun stories you want to say? Do you want to pick a story time? Do you have anything quick? I don't want like a
Like how
20-minute
much? How
rant.
quick? How
like
quick?
6 minutes to be exact.
Um.
Got anything quick? You got any fun stories about the beginning of school? Any near SS misses that we avoided recently?
Near SS misses.
Yeah, 'cause I can't say
Um,
some of those words, you know. Like I actually learned I can never show mechanic on screen ever again because Twitch has a rule about touching firearms. They're okay if firearms are on stream, but if you're touching them, big no. Big
Huh.
no.
Wow, what a cool little rule they got there.
That's what I said. What a cool little rule they got there, huh?
Um,
It's a bus.
yesterday
Oh,
at
okay.
work, there was a lady that got mad at us for the music, and it was an adult woman that was like 40 something to 50. Knowing, wow, this lady sucked so bad. But the first thing she said when she walked in, she walked straight up to me and was like, "You know, this song has curse words in it, right?" And I like looked at her.
Curse
And
words.
I've had people come in and tell me that before, but they end up the second I'm like, yeah, there isn't really like rules on the music we play. It's just chosen by the employees. They're just like, oh, that's kind of cool. We had a we we were playing like Ice Cube once. Like someone put on Ice Cube, and this old lady said that we were the most gangster Cold Stone. So,
Interesting.
but this lady,
Your
full
first Karen.
seriousness, no, not my first, but first music Karen.
First
She
to
was,
music, Karen.
yeah, like I was like, yeah, there's no rules. Like I said it like that, and she's like, well, maybe you should change the playlist. And I was like, why? Like I just told you there's no rules. She's like, well, think about the kids. And I'm looking in the store, and it's just me and her.
Ricky does a quick left, right.
We have a really
like,
small store. I didn't
there's
have
no
to look
kids,
left or
bro.
right. So reluctantly, I just went to the back, clicked whatever the next song was, and just like helped her out. She had this weird order. She also used her birthday buy one get one. Why makes sense why you're alone on your birthday, buddy.
Ooh,
Um,
roasted.
and then I made sure I ran quick enough to the music that I was able to change it as she was walking back out, back to what it was at. And yeah, I just don't understand people A that are scared of words, and B that are like getting offended for other people. Like she didn't have any kids with her; she was just by herself.
I do that all the time for you. Like
There
when I'm
was
in public and people make like redhead jokes, I'm just like, hey, that's offensive to my friend.
oh,
I get
thank
offended
you.
on your behalf all the time. I just want you to know. Yeah, keep going. Carry on. Sorry.
Literally the last people that came in were these two big families with like, I think it was like probably like 6 kids total, like toddlers, like anything from like not able to talk to like elementary, and not a single person cared. And there's even Limp Bizkit was playing when they're in there, and they didn't say a word. It was the old lady that is sad and alone on her birthday that said something.
Dang, bro. Isn't that awesome? Aren't you excited that for the rest of your life you get to deal with people like that? Like that just gets to be the highlight of every day. You get to deal with a new Karen. Isn't that sick?
It was kind of cool just because after me and my coworker just got to spend the rest of the shift making fun of her. It was great.
She gave you guys some content so we didn't have to be bored anymore.
Yeah, literally.
I love it, dude. Oh man. Well,
did I fill the spot?
yeah, that was great. That was premium. Well, all right, well we're going to do another one of these real quick next week. Probably early like Monday, maybe even Sunday night if we can. As soon as this next level 0 patch drops. I'm probably going to rip another 2 videos this week on it. Just because I think it's kind of important because the game is literally going to die or not this weekend. Maybe
What if
before
the patch
the weekend.
is we're shutting down the server?
No, I think that they've got at least 6 more months before they
We're
give
done.
up.
We're over. Sorry, guys.
I mean, they didn't get that much money. It's only like 2,000 people that paid for a $20 game. So, yeah, if anybody wants to support, go buy all their extra packs on Steam. Might keep them open a few hours longer. It's hard. It's hard to even recommend it because you're not really gonna get the game's experience. There are just too few players. What it needs is a free-to-play weekend. Is what it needs. So I don't know. We'll
Dang.
see. See what happens. But not looking great if we're all being honest. But we are the proud 150, and we will keep ripping until
We'll stay strong.
We will keep playing the game until I am the last man standing.
You have a good time with them.
With God as my witness, I will be the last man standing in
With
level
Gun
0.
Gun.
Well, Gun's he's already fiddled out a few times if we're being honest. So anyway, the presidential debates in 3.5 hours. So
Shoot, really?
everybody pull up for that. Yep. T.W.K and
Shoot.
Camel are gonna rip into each other. It's only like the most important thing that's gonna happen this year is who's gonna be the next president, so it's not a big deal. But
Wow.
so we're gonna make a room for them, obviously. And when I say make room for them, I mean Gunnar and I are gonna go be proud 150ers because Ricky's gonna go to work now. So
No.
Rick can join.
I think that's it for us. For me, I don't have anything else to say. Any last words from either co-hosts that need to be spilled out? Gunnar, you want to say anything
Stay
in defense
liquid.
of Dr. Disrespect really quick? Your best bud?
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. That was offensive.
Yeah, the amount
thought it
of
was
cutting
funny.
out that your mic just did, it like really makes you look guilty, I'll be honest.
No,
That was great.
no, I thought it was
timing.
funny that it was trying to come back.
Yeah, funny. You weren't like, yeah, you can beat him.
No,
Didn't he come out with like a weird like?
the video.
Oh,
Video
dude, we
that
are
was
not
easy,
talking
yeah.
about it. I will not give that
Okay.
guy exposure. I will not do it. We are done.
I just see random clips on Twitter. It's hilarious.
All right, we oughta. We'll be back on next week sometime early with the pod, but until then, we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
Gamers.